Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? Hope everyone's doing great. So I just want to hop on and do a craft with y'all. Now this one's a kind of a couple step projects here. So I'm kind of in the Easter vibe right now. Easter spring. I was gonna go with the spring until I found these napkins at TJ Maxx yesterday, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna change it up. So I'm gonna start off by using, this was a Dollar Tree, just a frame with the, with the little thing. So what I did was I peeled off the sticker, because most of those are just stickers. I peeled it off, and then I painted the other side. And I did that just for time's sake. And I just painted it with some chalk paint, just for time's sake. So I'm going to decoupage this side. And then on this side, I'll show y'all what I do to kind of, it's just kind of a cheat. But I can't, this is ugly. So I even need the back side of things in my life pretty. As pretty as I can make them, I guess I should say. So anyway, if you're just hopping on, tell me where you're from. Hold on, I think I've figured this out tonight. So let me see if I can, I don't know how to look at comments. Y'all, I think I did my camera right though. Are y'all seeing it right? Jim, are you seeing it? I see you're on here. Are you looking at the relax, accept the crazy correctly? Can you see that? Anyway, whatever. I am from upstairs. What you talking about? Can you see my shirt correctly? Is it backwards, the lettering? Or are you seeing it correctly? It is correct. Awesome. So this was what I did last night. I ended up loving the colors because it kind of reminds me of the old Coca-Cola shirts that were like the light blue. And I can't remember if they had like that white stripe in the middle and then Coca-Cola. But anyway, it just kind of gave me that old Coca-Cola vibe. But I love it. I think it is awesome. Oh, I asked where you're from, Jim. So you told me you were from upstairs. Jim always has jokes. They're just sometimes not very funny. Anyway, here we go. So I'm going to be using this tonight. I'm going to take it apart and do some things, and then I'm going to decoupage. Now, I was going to use this. Hey, Miss Ann, how are you? I was going to use this. You see the blue? This is the color of my house, kind of my color scheme that I go with, and it's really my decor. So I am going to do something with this because I do love it in the old man blue color, like my mama says. But I found these at TJ Maxx. Now, I'm not a huge Rae Dunn, fanatic. I love her stuff. Look, it's beautiful. It's just not, it's kind of not my personal preference, but I do love this. So it says, Happy Easter. Love it. Rae Dunn. So, all right. And then I'm going to use a couple of cutouts from the Dollar Tree, the carrot and the rabbit. And I'm going to use one of their little blocks from the Dollar Tree. And that's kind of it. We're going to, Mod Podge, and I'm going to do some painting. And I'm also going to use our mini buffalo plaid transfer. Now I have cut this one in half. This one does come in an, I believe, 18 by 18, so it's huge. And I did cut it in half just to be able to use it easier. But I'm going to be using that as well. So let's get started, because this might take a little bit. Okay, so I'm first going to, I hope I can get this off too, because this right here, it's on here. Try not to booger up the frame. So I'm going to actually use this on a tier tray and not hang it on the wall. And y'all, I apologize for sniffing. I'm going to sniff the entire time because it's chilly down here in the basement. So it is what it is. I hope I can get this thing out. Okay. Well, I did booger that up, but that'll be okay. I really boogered that one up. As long as you can't see it from the front, we'll be okay. All right, let me get this out real quick. So my name is Shonda. I am from West Georgia. And, hold on. Try not to mess this up. Okay, got it. I just like to hop on and show you guys some fun things that y'all can do. Okay, here we go. We got it. So I took that out, and I'm just gonna actually use this as just a beaded chain. My mind just went phew. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna use that as an accent and not as a hanger. All right. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and get painting so that these can dry. Now, I'm gonna use a little bit of this wood filler on the rabbit because I don't want that hole to show. The carrot, we're actually gonna put on the end of the rope on the beaded tasseled, it's not really a tassel, so anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. This stuff looks a little bit dried out. I hope it's okay. So I'm just going to put just a little bit on that just to kind of fill that hole. This is supposed to be fast drying, so we shall see, and it's supposed to be able to sand it off pretty easily. We'll see. But I'm just going to set that like that for a minute and let that dry while I paint the other parts. Ooh, that stuff's strong. Don't just sit and sniff that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to go ahead and paint my little carrot here. And I'm just going to paint it with some white chalk paint. And I'm going to paint the bottom of it. And the reason I probably should not paint it white, but it'll be okay. I'm going to use my transfer over top of it, so I don't want it to be just the raw wood color. I mean, which it probably would actually look pretty, pretty fine, but I didn't want to. I want to do white, so that's what I'm going to do. And then the top I'm going to paint green, of course. So just get this on here. Get the sides, and I am going to do the front and the back because again this is going to go on the rope, on the little beaded rope, so I don't want it to, I want it to be able to be seen on all sides. Okay. All right. Let me draw that a little bit. So has everybody got good plans for this weekend? I don't know what we're going to do. I don't think we have any plans. Not this weekend. The weather's been so beautiful. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be like here. We've had some crazy weather that, who knows what it's going to do weather recently. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the heat, but it's just been a little crazy. Like, it's really windy and kind of chilly right now, so. Alright, let me get that off there and paint this side. Now, this doesn't have to be completely covered because I am going to be chalking over it with one of my transfers. So it really doesn't have to be perfect and completely covered. Not really a big deal. Okay. Alright, so let me dry that. Super simple, y'all. Yes. I'm using your heat gun, love. But I think what is it? Possession's 9/10 of the law. But in our house, possession is 10/10 of the law, and I'm in possession. So therefore, ixnay, whatever that is, whatever that saying is, it's mine. Simple. It's just that simple. Woo! And it's hot. 'Tis hot, 'tis hot, 'tis hot. All right. I think we're good. Alrighty. I am going to sand it just a little bit, just to kind of smooth it out, and also kind of like a little bit of distressness on the sides. I think it's really cute looking that way. This is just a fun, easy way to, you know, make a tier tray simple and easy. At least you're not talking smack about it. Yeah, they're probably tired of me talking smack about your heat gun love. Okay. So, set that aside. Do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll paint the green after this. So our transfers, they're sticky on the back. I'm not going to pull it all the way off of the backing sheet. They are sticky, and because I do not want them pulling off the paint, I am going to fuzz it. Oh no, that's crazy. What do you put fuzz on, you know? Like usually you're trying to get fuzz off, but not in this situation. We want the fuzz on it. And I have used this side quite a bit, so it's not going to take a lot, but okay. So I'm going to set it down here, and I can see it, so I'm not really worried about it going up too far. But I do need it to sit down and get on there perfectly. Not perfectly, I shouldn't say that, but nicely I should say, and get it on there good so it doesn't come up. If you guys are interested in the supply list, just type in bunny in the comment section and hit the heart button, and I will send you a list. So I'm going to use the orange peel Chocateur chalk paste, and I had some sample packs, so I wanted to kind of show you guys what a sample pack looked like instead of our paste jars. These are our jars, but these are sample packs, so it's kind of cool that you can get one and try it. And then also with the club, you can but you get 3 of the sample colors as well. They coordinate the colors for you on that. So, all right, I'm just going to use my little squeegee, and I am going to try to color in the lines, y'all. I didn't really have a problem with that in school. Did y'all? Did y'all color in the lines in school pretty good? Never really had an issue with coloring in the lines. I know that's supposed to mean something else, and I guess probably it does, but I didn't have a problem with that either. Alright, so it doesn't take much to do this. Now I will have to put a little bit more on to do the back side, but it doesn't take much at all to do the areas. And you just squeegee it on and make sure to get the excess off. And pull it back. Y'all, how stinking cute is this? What? Alright, so I'm going to dry this because I'm going to turn it over and do the back side. Woo! Hot, 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 hot. talk smack about your gun, Jim. So if you're just hopping on, we're doing a little decoupaging. Just a little fun. Woo! Fun and hot little craft. So, again, how cute is that? That turned out so cute. Okay, so let's do the back side. And I am just going to, that's dry, so I'm not going to use the same spot. Oh, and you know what? I really should have waxed it. I came out lucky not having anything happen to that. But this is our surface wax, and I really should have waxed that a little bit. So I'm going to wax this side just in case. Maybe I should have already done it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on the surface just to prepare it for the transfer so that it doesn't, again, it kind of prepares any kind of divots or anything in there. So, all right, let's try this one again. Let's do this one. And let's see. So I can see the top of it, makes it easier. And it really doesn't matter how it looks on here because it's so stinking cute that it's just, it's good. Okay. Press it down good. Now I'm going to put a little bit more of my orange peel in here. Okay. And just squeegee it on. Sorry, I'm going to get quiet so I can concentrate. Pretty good multitasker, but sometimes I can't. That's one of the times I cannot. A little bit more. My poor husband, he has to turn down the radio to, you know, back in places. It cracks me up. He's like, wait, turn that down so I can back in. I'm like, what? What does that even mean? It's funny. All right. Let's see, do I have it all on there? I got some white right here, let me get that. Dang, I'm gonna need just a little bit more. Now then. Okay, that should do it. Get all the excess off. Now, if I was using my paste in the jar, I would actually be able to just put that back in the jar and reuse it. So, y'all, these are so cute. Now, I'll just leave those on the backer sheet and take them to the sink and wash them with cold water. And I'll use my little board eraser, and that's it. You keep the backer sheet so you can put them back on to store them. Hold on, put it over here. Okay. Here it is. How cute, y'all. Is that not so cute? Okay, let me dry this so that I can paint the green on the top. I love, love, love the mini buffalo check. I think it is so stinking cute. It just kind of, I don't know. You don't have to be country, you don't have to like a certain kind, but buffalo check is just buffalo check. I mean, everybody likes it. It goes with any decor, in my opinion. Alright, I think we're good. Make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, I'm also going to paint with our chalk paste. I'm just going to use this little paintbrush and just paint with it. It dries super fast, so I just thought it'd be really a quick and easy way to paint this. And I love this color. This is jade. I always want to say sage because it, to me, it reminds me of sage color, but it's jade. Okay, let me get this, you know. Now you could do a lot of different things with this. You could use real greenery, or you know, real greenery, I mean plastic or silk, whatever, and glue it on here, which will be really cute. You know, there's a couple of different things you could actually do with this, but I just wanted to paint it. I thought it would be just super cute, just painted, because so much is already going on with it. So paint the other side, and I'm just gonna hold it. So any of y'all out there crafters, love to craft or have hobbies or anything, this is just kind of it's a fun thing for me to do. It kind of gets my mind off of things, kind of gets my creative juices flowing. And again, I'm just doing the sides a little bit just because you will be able to see all this. I think that's good. Get it out of that little hole there. Well, I mean, I can't get it out of the hole. Good grief. Let me try to do this. Let's take this little brush right here. There we go. Okay, now let me just dry this, and I'll show you what it looks like. And one coat I think is going to cover it really good, so I don't think I'm going to put a second coat on it. I think this is going to be just fine. Y'all, I love this. This is so cute. So cute. All right. There it is. Look how cute, y'all. Isn't that cute? So all sides are all done because, like I said, I'm going to put it on these little beaded, on these as the end. And I'm going to leave those natural. I kind of like those just natural. We'll set that off to the side and let it finish drying while I finish doing the rest of this project. So next, let's see if our bunny ear is good. Let me sand it. So I just used some wood putty. Let me try this heavier duty one. I just used this wood putty on it. Just to fill that hole in, because I really didn't want the hole shown. Now, I will tell you, I did cheat and do one just in case this did not do well. I was just worried that if this didn't dry, I didn't want to, you know, have everyone sitting on here for 18 years watching something dry. If you're just hopping on, say hi. Throw me a heart button. I appreciate everyone watching, liking, and sprinkling the love. Sharing is caring for sure. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, perfect. The back of it, I'm not so worried about, even though I'm gonna paint it. You won't see the back too much with the way we're gonna do. So, all right. Let me paint the back first. And again, I'm just gonna go in with my Waverly white chalk paint. And the back, I'm just gonna do one coat on. I don't know if I'm gonna need more than one coat on the front, because you are gonna be able to see it. I'm doing like a little 3D effect in our frame. Let's see. Well, okay. Just trying to get some of the sides. All right. Whew. Dry that. Again, I'm not so worried about the back of it being done too much. Okay. Let's try. I think that's, yeah, that's dry. We're good. Okay. Now the front of it, I am going to make sure that it looks pretty good. And I'm also going to do this little cube because we will be using it as well. So let me go ahead and just do it real quick. These cubes. I mean, you're going to get your fingers dirty when you do these little things. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen. Just going to happen. Can't help it. Yep, super messy. Super messy. Oh goodness. Y'all know a better way to do this? Y'all want to tell a friend, because I'm struggling. And I don't know any other way. Like, this is how, when I paint these things, this is just what happens. Like, they're just messy and awful but necessary. It's just the way it is. Okay, we're just going to do that. Let that go right there. We're good. All right, now let me paint the first coat on this. I think this is probably going to have 2 coats. Just because we do want it to be pretty. I hope this just inspires y'all once again to just do something fun, just do something creative. And with most of these things coming from the Dollar Tree, it's kind of easy to go and pick it up and do it. The little frame is not an Easter. I think I found it in pictures. And I actually got several of them. They had white and they had natural color. So I bought several, and I've done several projects for tier tray sets that I'm going to be putting in my shop really soon for purchase. So, alright, just one more coat on this and I think we'll be good. This one, Mr. Peter Cottontail to be white. Perfect. Y'all hear that noise? That is my family walking upstairs. Alright, let's dry here. And I am going to give him just a little bit of a sand just to kind of, I don't know, he's supposed to be white, but I still think it's cute to have like the distress look on the edges. Make sure he's dry. Yeah, I definitely hear my family upstairs. I think my young one has come home, or my youngest, I should say. I do have some spots on the edges. I'm gonna just touch real quick. Then I'm gonna set it off to the side while I decoupage. So if you watched last night and doing my shirt with I inked with our paste, I did this morning. I let it dry overnight. That's just, I do kind of like to just let it dry. And I ironed it this morning. I heat set it this morning, so I just used my iron and well, that baby wipe was real wet. I just used my iron for 3 minutes on both sides, on the inside and then the inside, or the outside and the inside, with some parchment paper. I just put parchment paper over and did that. Okay. Alrighty. Let me put my lid on this. And okay, so I'm going to decoupage. Now, like I said, I took the sticker off this side, and I'm actually going to, I have this craft paper. It's kind of like, it's just a really thick, like, construction paper, but it's for, it just says craft paper. I mean, it's kind of like for, why do I get on here and my brain just stops? It's for, like, photo albums. What's the word I'm looking for, y'all? You know, when you're, oh my gosh, I did it for years. You put it on there and you put your picture on, you put them in the album, whatever that's called. My brain, I'm tired. I'm just going to use an excuse. Anyway. Okay, so I am just going to decoupage this napkin on here. Now, there's not really anything. The only thing it does have around the edge are the little dots, you know, where it's dotted into the napkin. So I'm going to try, I'm not going to put that on there actually. I'm going to leave that off because I won't be able to have it evenly on there. So I'm just going to go into the middle of the napkin because, again, I can't have it looking like that. Now, another crafter I watched showed me this great trick to put on your little glue gun protectors to peel this up. Now, this is a 3-ply, so you want to get it down to a 1-ply. And that's one. And then, there we go. Just gently take off that last one. Easy enough. Okay. Then I will, see, the only thing about that is, you know what, now I'm just going to have it on the end. That'll work. Because if I don't, that Happy Easter is going to be the opposite direction. So I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to do it some down because I don't want that right there. Nope, can't do that. I'm going to scoot it over. There we go. That will work. It's barely going to fit, but that'll work. Okay. Let's take these off and cut that. And let's see. Yep, that'll work. Just put it down just a little. That way that happy up there doesn't show, but that'll work. It'll just be perfect. Okay. All right, so I am going to use my Mod Podge, and this one is the matte Mod Podge. And let's put a little bit in there. Oh, let's not put that much. I mean, what just happened? I said, here, let's just dump the whole bottle in tonight. Oh, goodness, y'all. Okay. So, let's just Mod Podge some of this on here. And I'm going to do the heating Mod Podge. I'm going to iron it. I like that process. You know, there's so many different processes. You can iron, you can use the iron method, you can use Mod Podging, leaving it wet, putting it on, then Mod Podging it over. You can use saran wrap. There's just so many different things you could use, but I just like this one the best. It seems to have the best results for me. It doesn't wrinkle up as bad, I don't think. And it may just be me just being new at doing this, but that's kind of what I like to do with it. I like that method the best. Okay, so I think we're good. Take it off here. Let's see what I am doing. Make sure my iron is on. It is. And I'm just using my little mini iron from Walmart. Love this little thing. And I'm going to also turn on my heat gun, or my glue gun. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure I get it right. I don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. I think that is gravy. What did I just do? I totally did what I said I was not going to do. Y'all, what in the world? Hopefully that'll still work. I'm supposed to dry this, okay? I got another one if necessary. See, that's what happens. You just mess up, just do it again. The problem though is, hold on, I've got little spots now in my Mod Podge. Y'all, I'm still learning, so it looks like y'all are going to do some learning with me. Let me even this back up. Now I'm making it, I think, worse. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Alright, now let's try. Goodness gracious. So I'm just going to dry it completely. And I hope I have my parchment paper down here. You know what? I'm going to have to run over there and grab it. I thought I had everything together, y'all. Tis what it is, I didn't. And y'all, I'm going to come on a little later and do my, for Holly adjustable. Jim, you're crazy. I'm going to come on a little later, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, I don't know, and show y'all my Goodwill haul, y'all. They had some really, really cute things. And they had the sale of the things I needed. Now, if I'm praying this works because, you know, I put it on the wet side, so we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna go with it. And it may be wrinkly. Yep, it looks wrinkly. I don't like it. Nope, we're gonna get another one. We'll peel this one off very gingerly because I might be able to use some of the other, but ugh. Okay, let me get another one. I don't like that at all. And I'm gonna grab my parchment paper while I'm out here. Y'all, if it had been a snake, it would have been. It's like, where did it go? I haven't opened this yet. Okay. So let's do this again and again and again and again. All right. Put my little fingers back on. That really does make it easier. The first one comes off super easy. And then the second one, you just kind of got to be a little bit more, more gentle. Now, I don't know if these, so these are the fingers from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, why does it just fit barely on my thumb? Like barely, like it's just barely, I mean, it cuts circulation off. Okay, here we go. And I'm just going to gently peel back. And again, I messed up, so we had to do this part together. All right. And once again, let me find, I need this side. I'll still be able to use these. Look, y'all, I'm so funny about my napkins. But you know, y'all, napkins aren't cheap, you know? Some of them can be pretty expensive, but you use so many, it's not really that bad. I mean, you use so little of them. I mean, I'm just saying they go a long way. That's kind of what I meant. Okay. There we go. That is better. Let's put this on here and get it on here. And I'm just going to iron it down, and the heat reactivates the dried Mod Podge. Get my corners good and my edges. Let's see if that works. I always just test my edges and my corners. That corner still needs some. Alright, good. Alrighty, now I'm going to cut some of this excess off, and then I'm going to use my sanding block and just sand off the rest. You just go in a downward motion, y'all, so that it doesn't rip your napkin off the top. And it's so easy, it just comes right off. Very simply. So cute. All right. And look at that, y'all. How cute. Hey, Amy, thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate you. Hey, Lisa. Yes, you caught me live. Look, I'm doing a little Easter project. I just Mod Podged this. And this was just a little Dollar Tree thing. And I'm going to actually sew. I can't stand this to look like this. Let me come back over. I can't stand to look like this. So I have to take my little paper and I'm going to put this on here. Now, what I did before is I just cut it to size. And it really just acts like a backer, you know, just to kind of hide that. You know, when you put it on a tier tray, you know, you can actually see sometimes your, you know, your back of your thing. So I always like the back of my tier tray items to look as good as the front. So I am going to use this adhesive spray, and I'm going to just spray the back. And I'm going to do this now because the bunny is going to go on the front. So I'm not going to be able to do that after I put the bunny on. Or I could, but it'd just be harder. So I'm just going to let that dry while I'm putting the bunny on. Okay, so Here's my bunny, y'all. Now I am going to take a little, here's what we're going to do. We are going to glue this cube on here, and we're going to put him right here, and we're going to make him a little 3D coming in here. And that is it. That's how we're going to do it. So let's just make sure I get him right on here, because this does have to go around him. I think that'll be good. Let's stay. Yes, perfect. Okay. So I am going to just go ahead and glue my cube on. Perfect. Then I'm going to glue him on. Make sure. Look, I always stress. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, then I am going to take a little piece of jute rope and make him a little bow. Just a little cute little bow just for his neck. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try this again. I'm just going to do like your little awareness ribbon bow. And then I'm going to use a little piece around it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do a real bow. That's what I did before, and it made it easier. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try it. Because I just want a tiny little bow on him. Her, him, whichever. So I made some of these. I thought it was really cute. Hold on. Let's get it bigger. I made some of these for Easter, and I actually made one for each of our family members, and it turned out super cute. And I put it on like a little ledge, so my bow was in my ears, and all of my males in my home, because that's all I have. Of course, they had little bow ties on. But yes, that's much better. That's what I wanted. I was trying to make it real. I was trying to be fancy. Just trying to be fancy, y'all. Okay, let's put the bow on. All right, now let's put this back in here. It's just going back in my little frame, y'all. Y'all, how cute is that? How cute! Okay, so but we're not finished. Remember, we still had this little piece. So all I'm gonna do is put this in here. And this is going to, I think I'm just going to, let's see, put that down there. I don't really like that thing on it. I think I'm just going to tie it. Well, I guess it don't look terrible. What do y'all think? You think I should take it off or leave it on there? It's just the little black, you know, it holds on the string. But I don't know. I don't think it looks bad. Anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, I gotta look at it, y'all. So all this is going to do when I've got it sitting on my tier tray is kind of hang off the side. That's really all I want it to do. Just hang kind of to the side of it. guess I just will have to, I played with this earlier. I think what I'm going to do is just seriously hang it off to the side when I get it on my tier tray. I'm not actually going to glue it on because I don't know where I want to place it yet. So I'm actually just going to set this beside this on my tier tray. But it was easier just to leave this on here, this little thing, and that way if I wanted to change that bottom, I could. So I do have some rabbits too, y'all. But do you like that, Elisa? I do too. I think it's so cute, y'all. It turned out really cute with that Rae Dunn decoupage napkin and just the Dollar Tree thing. So that's it, y'all. Y'all go out there and craft, or in some people's cases, have your friend craft for you. So anyway, love y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. This one I know was a little longer one, but I just thought it was really, really cute and really festive for the springtime. And this could actually be, I know it says Happy Easter in there, but you could use this all spring. I mean, this one's just so cute. So anyway, love y'all. Thank y'all. Thanks for hitting the heart button and sprinkling. See y'all next time. Bye.